Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Thursday, so you know what that means. It is Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness. For those of you who are new here, because we have several, and I'm not sure when you jumped aboard the train, um, Mandela Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness is a collaboration between the lovely Amanda Panda, Obsessive Crochet Lady, and myself. And we started this officially 10 weeks ago. Yeah, this is week 10. We had been talking for quite some time about wanting to make a project together. And we couldn't figure out what would, of course, our brains first went to amigurumi because we both loved them. But she had some other projects in mind that I did not. And so then we started talking blankets because we both make a lot of blankets. And we just needed to nail down which one we wanted to do. And after quite a few discussions here and there, she brought up the Mandala Madness, which was a free cowl in 2016 by Helen Shrimpton from crystalsandcrochet.com. It was released in 18 parts, and the pattern, each part is available on crystalsandcrochet.com. If you do not have an account there and you are interested in doing one of these, because they have multiple different ones, you can go in there, set up an account, super easy. It doesn't cost you a thing. Create yourself a password, and then you can log in there, look at the different cowls, make-alongs, and you can actually, if you prefer my words are not working today. If you prefer written patterns, you can go ahead and print off the parts, or if you are wanting to do it via video tutorial, I know that the Mandala Madness video tutorials are available from All in a Nutshell. I myself am using the written pattern. I'm old school. I prefer that. I'm not a big fan of tutorials. Some of them I'll do. It just depends. I prefer the written ones so that I can carry the project with me wherever I go and I don't have to worry about linking up to the internet or any of that. And I can do it in my quiet time. Or if like Brian is up watching TV, I can still do it by going by my written pattern. Amanda does hers via the video tutorials. She has done multiple. They have the ones that she has showed me in pictures were beautiful. And I do believe she has one lurking on the back of her sofa in the background of her videos, if you pay attention. Very pretty. Very talented girl. She's made several. She loves this blanket. So we talked about it. She had gotten some Christmas cakes from Wool Warehouse, I think. And she wanted to use those to make a Christmas version because she had not made a Christmas version yet. I will get my words out eventually. I could not find a Christmas cake in the colors that I typically decorate in for the holidays, which are more whimsical. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use one of my Mandala cakes. Of course, my favorite colorway, which I love the majority of them. I have the majority of them. But there's one in particular that I am obsessed with. I love it. I use it all the time. Out of all the blankets I've made with it, I've never kept one for myself, and I've been looking for one to use the Mandala in to keep for my very own. So I looked into it, and I was like, yeah, perfect. So the more we talked about it, she's like, but I love that colorway in Mandala too. And I know when I see you making it up, I'm going to want to make one in that color too. And we kept talking about it. I was more and more obsessed with doing one in Christmas colors. Still could not find a Christmas cake. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to order the colors that I decorate with, and I'll just do it out of the skeins. No big deal. It doesn't have to be a cake, whatever. But we kept going back and forth, and then we finally decided, you know what? We're not going to do one or the other. We're going to do both. And why? Because we're crazy like that. So hence came about Twisted Thursday, Mandala Madness. We do have some of the viewers joining along. This is a totally stress-free make-along. We had decided we weren't going to do any more than 5 rounds per week because we have a lot going on, and we knew that the bigger this blanket got, we are not going to be able to continue to meet that bar of 5 rounds per week on 2 of these blankets. So if we're busy, things going on, Amanda works, we all have lifey stuff. So do the viewers that are joining in, we all have other projects. If you only get 1 round done for that week, that's okay. If you only get half a round done, that's okay. If you get all 5, that's okay. So this is what the mandala looks like when you finish it up to all 18 parts. It ends up round. She did release an additional 19th part to where you would be squaring it up. I'm still undecided whether I will continue after this to square it up because I am a square blanket kind of girl. Amanda leaves hers round, and I do believe she will end hers round. I'm not going to say yes, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to say no at this point. I'm going to wait till we get there. And then I'm going to decide how I feel about it and if I want to continue for one more section to square it off. And like we said, no stress. This is a stress-free zone. We want everyone to enjoy what we're doing and know that we have friends that are joining in and doing it with us. And if you are joining in, doesn't matter how far you are, send us a picture. I have learned to add them in. As of this week, I have not gotten any updated pictures. Otherwise, they would be here. But when I do, I will add them here from now on. And I will also post them in my community tab. And Amanda also has a playlist on hers that has all of her videos for this and mine. I need to get with her to figure out how to do that on mine so that they're all in one place on no matter which one of our channels you were on, you can watch them all. Now, like I said, this is week 10, and with us doing 5 rounds per week, we would have been working on rounds 46 through 50. And like I said, these blankets are getting pretty big. They're not huge, but they're getting pretty big. It's a little more time consuming. And as I stated last week, I knew in the foreseeable future we wouldn't be able to get all 5 rounds done. I do not know how many rounds Amanda has gotten done. We're not giving each other sneak peeks. We're not telling each other on the sidelines in the background which round we're on. I'm just as surprised as you guys are when she drops her video. Same as she's just as surprised with you guys when I drop mine. She drops hers at 6 a.m. Eastern time, which mine comes out at 5 a.m. Central, which is the same time. So, yeah, week 10, we would have done rounds 46 through 50, and I believe it gets you See where those little yellow dots are? I'm pretty certain. I may be wrong. We'll have to see, won't we? So for the first color that we both are obsessed with, it is the Mandala Nifflers from Lion Brand. And there's the deets on that. And of course, it's a number 3. The ball is, or cake, is 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, 590 yards or 540 meters. And it's 100% acrylic, and I cannot read what the hook size recommendations are. But for mine, and I believe Amanda's using a smaller hook, I am using my 4.5 millimeter dots for this one. And then the other one in my Christmas colors, I'm going to set that in there, because I could not find a cake with all the whimsical colors that I use. I chose to order the skeins, and I got them from Herrschners. I'm using 5 colors, and bear with me, guys. These are getting kind of floppy, and they're full of static electricity. This is the Herrschners Worsted Baby, and 2 of these are the baby line. The other 3 are the regular worsted. They're all the same. These are just more babyish colors. All the stats are the same, and it's a number 4 worsted weight, 100% acrylic. Each ball is 8 ounces or 226 grams or 489 yards, 448 meters. And of course, these are made in China, machine wash and dry. It recommends a size 7 knitting needles or an I9 crochet hook. I, however, am using a 5.5 millimeter dots because I do crochet tight. So this first one, the Herrschners Baby, is Cloud. And then, oh, come on. I'm going to have to get the other balls out that I'm not using yet. And then we have the Pixie Pink. And like I said, these are getting pretty floppy. So I know I'm not going to be able to keep pulling them out because we're going to end up with them collapsing. We have, I think this is Victorian Red. And then we have Seaspray Blue. Yeah, see, these are getting pretty. Woo. So I'm going to have to get those other balls out, the backups. And then the final color is Lime. And I know if you're new here, you're probably thinking, those are not Christmas colors. What in the world are you thinking, Missy? Like I said, I do whimsical. I'm not very traditional. Plus, I decorate. My Christmas is decked out in Pioneer Woman, and those colors blend in. So in actuality, even though I'm calling it my Christmas blanket, I could leave it out all year if I wanted to, and it would blend in with my decor. So let's start with the Mandala Nifflers version. Did I get all 5 rounds done? So that would be 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Let's see. Let's see how far we can back up. I most certainly did. Yep, this one's up to round 50. And I knew I should have straightened it out because it's been folded. So it keeps wanting to fold up. Yep. And guys, I'm loving how this is turning out. Even though now we're to the point where transitions are happening at random spots. Well, not on that row. But anyhow, when we first started, I started with the aqua. Amanda started with a different color, her favorite color. And if you know Amanda, you're going to know what that color was. And mine transitioned to the green, then it went to the yellow, and then it went to orange, and it's hard to see. And then it went to this pink, and then a lighter purple, and a darker purple, and then it started transitioning into the blue, and then a dark teal or a lighter teal, and then back to the aqua because we started another cake. So if we got this far and we only had these left and we start transitioning to another, we started another cake, guess what that means? Almost to another cake. Yeah. I gotta be careful how I pull this bag out. This is what's left of that cake. So once that one's done, we will start on cake number 3. Yes. And I love her. She is so pretty. And because she is a number 3, she is thinner. So I know she's going to be more of like a summer blanket, or even in the winter if I'm a little too toasty, but I still want to cover up a little bit and, you know, kind of get cozy. I can still use this, but more like summertime, the air conditioner is really kicking because it's hot outside. Toes are getting a little nippy, but you don't want to turn off the air because you know you'll roast. So, yeah. So here is my Nifflers. And it's almost to the point where I'm not going to be able to show the whole thing at one time because I am backed up as far as my chair will go in here. Now, if these bookshelves weren't back here, yeah. But there we go. That's week 10 for this one. Did I get as far on the Christmas version? Let's see. Here we go, guys. I don't know if this is showing all up in the screen or not. But yeah. I got rounds 46 through 50 done on her as well. Yep. And you can see we ended off on the white. I'm using the sequence of white because I started with the white. And they did 2 rounds to start it, and then we started working on a flower. So then I went to the pink for the center, the red, and then I went to the Seaspray blue, then the lime, and then back to the white. And then I'm keeping the same color sequence, the white, pink, red, Seaspray blue, and then the green. And just I'm going with it because I like how it's turning out. Yes. I really do love it. I know eventually, and Amanda was totally so right. These are addictive. As you're making them and you see how pretty it's coming out, you start envisioning doing this blanket in other colorways. I have like several in mind that I want to do. Once we finally do finish these, I'm not sure when we're going to get them done. Because like I said, now that they're getting bigger, and you can tell how big this one is now, I know that doing all 5 rounds on 2 of them is going to almost be near impossible. I almost didn't get them all done this week, but I needed to take a couple days over the weekend. I needed some downtime because I'm still having some kind of symptomy weird stuff going on. I think it's kind of exacerbated my MS from when I was sick over Christmas and still trying to recover totally. And I was feeling kind of meh. I was having a lot of vertigo on top of an already person who already looks like they're drunk. So imagine that. And of course, the tremors, I've talked about them in a couple of my videos. So I was like, I just need to take a day. I need to just chill in my recliner. I did sleep a lot. I did. And apparently I needed it because I kept falling asleep. But when I wasn't sleeping, I had a crochet hook in my hand and I was just getting myself in the zone and zenning out and just letting my brain be creative and calming it down and everything. And so, yeah, I was able to get all 5 rounds done on both of them. And you can see the difference in how big the one versus the other one is. So she's going to be more dainty and petite. This one is. And then she's going to be a big girl. But, and there I go again, talking about her like she's a kid. But yeah, I love her. But the static electricity in this yarn is wow. I keep trying to remember that I need to go get some static guard to see if that will help. But I know we are in winter and a lot of times there's really nothing you can do because I am like zapping everything I touch anyway, even when I'm not touching yarn. So I know a lot of it is me. Apparently I'm just full of static electricity, I guess. But yeah, there's half of her. I'm so excited, guys. But getting through round 50, which was in part 7, yeah, because 2 of these rounds, no, 1, was in part 6, and then we had to move on to part 7, and through 50 is where I ended. So that means in part 7, I have round 51 and 52, and then if I get those done, then I have to move on to part 8. And like I said, there is 18 parts. And seeing how we're on we finished round 50, that leaves 61 more rounds to go if we choose to leave them round when we end. So we're almost to the halfway point. Yeah, 6 more rounds and we've jumped over that hill and going down. Yeah. So, but I know that we're not going to continue to do the 5 rounds, guys. In a perfect world, if we didn't have a bunch of other projects going on, maybe. Plus Amanda works. But we do have other stuff going on, and I can't let these blankets consume all my time because I have to make other pretty things. And like I said, this is a no stress. Just enjoy the ride, do it as you're able, and we'll get done with them when we get done, guys. If it takes us a year, then it takes us a year. I would love to see one done before it's time for our fair so that I could enter one into the fair as a project, but I know that's not going to happen. I'll just have to figure out something else to make. I still need to make my list on my fair projects, and I need to get a move on. Because last year, our fair was super early. It was the last week of June for our 4-H fair, which is super early compared to everybody else. And time was short, time was ticking, and I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. And I'm hoping, one of my goals this year is to get an early start. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that was rounds 46 through 50. And I'm happy with where we are so far, and I'm excited to see Amanda's video and see how far she got. Um, and remember, if you are making along with us, I don't care if you only got one row in, send us an updated picture. We'll put you here. And we want to see your pretty things. I do know of 2 people for sure who are making along with us. One, Teresa, I haven't gotten an updated picture from you in a while. And then Miss Donna, um, I think I had an updated picture from her last week, but I know she's a busy lady. So is Teresa. They go all the time, and plus they have other projects going as well. So when they get to them, they get to them. So anyhow, with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. This video is long enough for this update, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we are almost to the weekend. And if I don't drop another video and see you guys before then, I hope you have a great weekend. But hopefully I will have some more videos dropping within the next few days, because I have several unboxings that I need to get done, guys. They're piling up. Some of them were from yarn sales during Christmas. And of course, when they got delivered, I was sick and they just got thrown in here. And then there was a couple other sales and we got some. And yeah, plus I have some other things I have a list up here. And plus we have Stash Down 2025 coming, where we have to give our monthly stats, and we're almost at the end of the month because today's the 30th. I'm looking at my watch. I'm pre-recording, so I had to figure it out. Yes. So we have one more day after today that if we get anything complete, to weigh them out and get our stats written down and let you guys know how we did for January. I cannot believe we are almost out of January. It seems like just yesterday was Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and we're already almost to February, which means Groundhog will be making his arrival here pretty soon to let us know what beholds us for the rest of this winter, which has been something else. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember, life is not perfect, so be kind. Try and create something new every day and keep reaching for the stars and your yarn. So till next time, bye guys. Love you loads. Mwah.